Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. Thank goodness, huh? It's been quite a different weather week. I didn't walk most of the week because of the drizzle, and we don't want to. I don't want to get chilled, and maybe I don't get sick, but with the COVID thing, I just taken extra precautions, I think. Um, anyway, let's look at the stats. We have a great show today. I have 4 parts of Mari with the basics of going live on Facebook, which is really, really good. I know you're going to enjoy it. And then we have a class on Monday, ethics. Do you know where to draw the line? And it's really, really a good class. It's 2 to 5 with happy hour at 8400 West Sahara. If you are going to come to the classroom, you need to email us, and we put that in when you sign up. It's in the email that we send you, and always check your junk and spam, because sometimes these things with links go in there. And we can Zoom and we can come in class, but you have to RSVP for class with the email, agentcare@agentformula.com, so that we maintain the guidelines for COVID, and you have to wear a mask. Anyway, let's get started. Oh my goodness, 0.98 months of inventory. So this week, the single family homes have gone down almost every day. So we need to get more listings. And I show over here that we listed 102 and we put 82 under contract. Not so unusual for the last week of the month, last actually working day of the month, business day. We closed 101 yesterday. That was fantastic. People got paid. And we are selling 106 homes a day this January, compared to 87 a day last year. So I just applaud everybody for all the work, the hard work you're doing, and it's just amazing. Let's see, we'll have Leslie here today. Hi, Leslie. Happy Friday. And there's Claudia. Claudia, my sunshine girl. And Charla, my sunshine girl. I haven't seen her every day this week, so she must be busy. That's good. Anyway, we have sold 2,876 condos, single family, and townhomes this year so far, compared to last year, 2,353. So we're 523 homes ahead of last year already. That is fantastic. We are $730 million in volume ahead of last year. Y'all have done 2.257 billion. B? Yeah, B. Oh my gosh. Wow. Isn't that amazing, everybody, how the numbers add up? Well, good morning, Deborah. Good morning. Good to see you. It is a great morning. The sun, I think, finally came out. It was pretty cloudy here this morning and a little drizzle. Anyway, let's move on today. I thought Jimmy might join us, but he's a very busy guy. We do have Buffini today from 2 to 4 for our Buffini members, and it's going to be a great session today. The first 2 were just outstanding, and this one's going to be good as well. So we look forward to it, and it's going to be a little longer because I think, hi Mario, good morning. I think that Jimmy has something in store for us today. So everybody, let's say good morning to Mario online. There you go. Love that picture. Okay, kids, let's get going. So Mari today this is just really basic, but it's amazing in the basics how much we don't know. We start going live on our phones, and then all of a sudden we realize that, oh, I didn't know that. If you listen to this, there's things I didn't know too. So like, see how the 907 comes up and you can see 907, but if you go live on Facebook, it is backwards, and she's going to show you. That's another thing she's going to show you is that how to do that, and a few other really cool things. Frank, yeah, we had a great class yesterday. Yes, I mean, it was wonderful. Annetta, hi, good morning. Good morning. Thanks everybody for coming to class yesterday. And it was it was really a lot of information. So, but we are going to get together again, and I'm going to poll some of you by phone and see what you want to do. But let's get started today. I need to be quiet.
Okie dokie, welcome back. Here, I'm going to do a live demo of streaming from your phone. Now, the interesting thing is, what I'm doing, I am on my good DSLR camera and I am using Ecamm to record, but only so I can talk to you at the same time as doing my live demo on the phone. So the way that that's done is my phone is wired. It has to be plugged in to the computer and then picked up as you can do it as a camera source. I don't necessarily do it as a camera source because what I'm doing is I've set up a scene so that I can be on the screen at the same time as my camera. And then in the next segment of this module, when we get to streaming from your computer, I'll show you how to set this up and get this scene. These are called scenes. So all I'm doing here on Ecamm is I'm switching between me on camera and me and my phone. Okay? So just as you like, how is she doing that? This is for demonstration purposes only. When you're streaming from your phone, of course, it's just you and your phone. As I'm recording this module, I'm showing you me on camera so I can talk to you and point to my phone. As always gets such confused when you have to point the opposite way. Okay, so now, well, I can't use my cursor to point, but you can see how I have them lined up. That it's the big blue app in the top left corner there, and then immediately below that, the one with the little, interestingly enough, see, Facebook wants us to do our video content on the Creator Studio app, because right below that, you see how it's actually the clapper board. There's a little play button and a clapper board is the icon for Creator Studio on both desktop and mobile. So Facebook's like very, very video centric with the Creator Studio app, and that's where you do a lot of your editing and whatnot. So the third one, possibly, I don't think I really need to demonstrate it because I wouldn't really recommend going live there, but it's the third one over on the top row, which is Business Suite, previously Pages Manager. Okay, so let's do this. And this is a little tip for any of you that is ever doing any trainings where your phone is on screen. One thing I do is I'm going to literally open up Facebook and I just glance at what's first on the screen in case there's something there that's like, for example, a family member just shared something or something's private, which often can be in your feed. I see a post from my group, which is fine, even though it's a private group, it's no problem at all. But what I do is, actually, let me just see if I can go like this and hit refresh. I'm only saying that because I just think it's important to not ever reveal anything that shouldn't be on your phone. Oh my gosh, my group is blowing up. It's like, well, blowing up before. I just mean it's blowing up with a lot of questions right now. Let's see, make sure I've got a public post for you here or an ad, right? That's insane. Facebook's gone nuts. All they're doing is just nonstop social scoop. Okay, there you go. Oh, that's a pretty picture, but actually, yeah, you see, you're like, Mari, let me see your phone. Yeah, wait a second. Oh, it's crazy. No, it's just, Facebook's just determined to show me every post is a post from my social scoop group. So not to worry. The vast majority of you are in there anyway. So all I'm going to do is this. Actually, let me go like that. So then this is us going to be streaming live through our phone. So I have like one of these little, what are they called? They're little called love handles. Maybe some of you have those little round things that you can put your finger on. You put your two fingers through it, or I look like that. So I can be, fairly steady like that. Or what I'd actually recommend is, this is where, on the mobile gear, you're going to have like a little case, or in fact, let me switch to my, Logitech. And you see how it's sitting over here. Can you see, I can't zoom in there, but right below that's actually the bottom of my ring light. What that is like a little case for my phone. Not a case, but it's like a little gripper thing. It's like there. These, like, see how these expand? And like it sits right there. So invariably, if I'm going to be broadcasting just on my phone and I want to do my ring light, I do it that way. It's not too often. what I typically
real quick. All right, we're going to take her down and we're going to put the next one up. Again, there's a reason I have to do this, and that's because you can only do so many megabytes. Let's see, let me get her up in the stream there. There we go. All right, we're going to hide that one. Okay, and solo her here, and away we go.
the warning went away, and it,
Oops, sure it goes back to, oh, let's see. Hold on, everybody. Solo her off. Hold on, let me get the right one. It doesn't tell me the names. Let's see here. Okay, let me go get number 2. I'm gonna go, oh, Jimmy's here today. How great. Great segue here. Okay. So, yeah, we mentioned some things yesterday, and we went number 2. I'm just gonna upload it and go with it. Okay, show her in the screen. Hide that one. Solo this one. There we go.
and they've got really good lighting, and that's fine. I just broadcast outdoors in the shade. Or I would maybe use a selfie stick, a simple little $20 selfie stick that acts as a tripod. See, like that, and then this will go up or down as you want it, quite tall, and then this can flip, so you can go hold the phone portrait or landscape. Okay, so that would be a little gizmo I would probably set up and use there if I were going to be streaming, you know, from my phone for any length of time. So let's bring this up now. I'm going to go back to Facebook, and meanwhile, probably something else has come up. No, we're all good. Okay, so perfect. My friend Ashley, and she's posted to public, so that's cool. So first, when you first open up Facebook, everybody gets their feed, right? And you can see what Facebook wants us to do, because at the very, very top left, what's on your mind? Do you see that live button, right? Live. So this is where people get a little scared, because you've tapped it. Now, I'm such a difference in camera, right? By the way, I increased my ISO just a tiny bit because it's a pretty overcast day today, and I did notice the difference in lighting. But this, to me, I mean, like if you hadn't ever gone live, or you haven't gone live for a while, and you open this up and you're like, oh, it's kind of scary making, because you're first like, oh crap, am I live right now? And what are all these things on the screen, right? It can be confusing. However, let's navigate nice and easy. If I go, and I think you guys can see it, yeah. Let me just start with the top. If I wanted to go, if I change my mind, I'm going to X out of here, top left X. Right next to it, flipping the camera. And you can do that real time, right? So even once and you have not started live, because it's the big blue button that says start live video, and then it'll be red to stop it once you've started. So you can do that anytime throughout, is you can flip it. You used to be able to double tap on the screen. Yeah, you can just double tap in the middle anywhere. That's all I'm doing, is going double tap, flip, making me dizzy now, I know. So you don't have to go, where's that little button to do the flip around? You just do a little double tap in the middle of the screen. And the one next to it is actually the flash on or flash off. Take that off. And most important down below is you're going to know, okay, where am I posting right now? Now, the last time, it will usually default to whatever you did the last time you went live, not the last time you posted, because I usually post to public. But what we're going to do up here is tap. It's really important, because this is all quite relatively new, because you can do, well, see, it says post. Now I'm going to go public and post. Now, interesting, because Facebook used to have like post and stories, right? Or you could do friends only. Now, this is a really good option the way I had it. There. I recommend, this is homework for anybody here who's never streamed live and you've never used your phone, or you like really, really new. go in and select this option, and you will literally do a live stream on your profile. Only you can see it. And it's such good practice, because then you're going to be streaming, practice, press some buttons, see how it all works, and the stream. Then you can go to your profile on desktop or mobile and see what it looks like, or you can even, check it out real time, right? So that's that. Or see how it's got, if I had any events scheduled, it's got right there, or I can stream into my groups. Now, invariably, what I actually do is I have a private group, if I can find it in here. Well, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to do it that way. I'll go to the group first if I do it that way. So I'll come back to that. Then I'm coming on down. I'm going to go. It's funny how it tells me who's online, right? 708 others are online. This is Facebook and it's psychology, and it shows me tiny little pictures of people I know, trying to encourage me. Look, these people are on right now. You might want to go and catch them live. So anyway, that's fine. Now you're going to definitely add a description. Sometimes I see people missing this step, and I really recommend you do something. So here we go. This is me doing a test, something like whatever you're going to say something intelligent, right? If you want, tag the location. If you actually with friends, if someone's in the video with you, you can tag them. One of my pet peeves is when people tag a whole bunch of people that are not in the video, not in the post, not in the photo. That's your prerogative if you decide to do it that way, but I just got to tell you, it's one of my pet peeves. I don't like being tagged in posts. I'm not, and you can even do the feeling activity. Okay, fine, we're feeling happy. Okay, and you're saying, oh, why does Facebook want that? Oh, because they track all our sentiments. They're logging and tracking all, every little data point. Now you got all that, right? So we can still just hit the start button. But a couple more things. We haven't gone all the way down here, right? If you decide change your mind, like, actually, I don't want that feeling on there, you can just X out of it. This little plus sign, I actually don't know what that does. What does it do? Oh, I see. It's bringing these guys up. Okay, so I'm actually going to come back to that. Sorry for the wobble. See, I should have put it in my tripod. Most important, well, I keep saying most important. Probably the most important is the privacy, right? Deciding where you are streaming. Are you public? Are you on your profile? If you're on your page, we're just going to go straight to the page or in a group. I wouldn't normally go like this and then try to find the group. I would just go to the group and go live there. So we've got all this set up. We're coming on down. We put our description, decide if we're tagging a friend or location, add the feelings. Do you see that little wand, the little wand with the star in the bottom left? There's magic in here. This is your tools. I'm going to tap that little guy in there. And a lot of people, celebrities even, do not know the magic that exists under this magic wand. For example, let me do a live example. I'm going to come off the phone for a second so I'm not make you dizzy. I'm going to get a real live example. I'm going to grab a book. Actually, let's grab this one. Okay. Let it focus. So if I were holding this book up, I could hold it right in the camera, right? So you get it where the light, this is a wonderful book, Indistractable. And going like that, you probably want to have your face in there, but try to get the camera to focus on it. So that would be with DSLR. Now watch what happens, which you see so often that people who are streaming live from their phone will do. And that is if they have something writing either on their shirt or their hat or something behind them, it will be flipped. And in the example of it, they're holding up a product. I see people doing this all the time. They're selling a product and they'll hold it up and OMG, it's backwards, right? So you're like, how do I vote? And it just cracks me up that people don't know this, but oh, well, you don't know what you don't know, right? So this is going to be one of the key distinctions in this whole course. I'm going to do it real time while we're holding this up. Now, of course, my DSLR camera, that's just for the purposes of this module. We're recording it, explain that to the beginning. Imagine all you're seeing is here. Actually, I can't do it with my thumb. These phones are so big. It's the they're going to point right there. It's the bottom right icon that looks like a spanner and a wrench. Tap the spanner and the wrench, and what that does is it flips. The first one is going to flip horizontal. The middle one is flip vertical, and the little sunshine is for brightness. So you can actually make it, there's 3 levels of brightness. You can see it changing on the computer, right, as we're recording there. That would be darker, brighter, brightest. So if you can adjust it. So you get your brightness adjuster, and put it in the middle one. But with now that I've brought it up, it's easier for my thumb to get it right here. And I tap the flip, and ta-da, just like that, we just flip. Now it is a little disconcerting at first, because now you're like, it's no longer mirrored, right? Or is mirrored? It's no longer mirrored. So then you're like, oh, I want to go that way. Nope, you want to go this way, right? And then you get it to where you have it. And frankly, you would have on a tripod. You would don't do what I'm doing with holding it and wobbling it. And I'm doing this for the purpose of recording. That is a magic little button, and you can do it real time. So as if I was streaming already and I forgot to do the flip and I'm holding something up or writing on it, and then I could go, oh, hold on a second, tap the little wand, then the gear. It's kind of 3 taps, right? The wand, then the gear, then this guy. Flip it. Now, you probably would never use the horizontal, vertical flip, because it basically puts you upside down. Oh, look at that. You could just say to people, flip your phone now. Maybe it would be the right way up. Well, you could do that. There you go. You can hold it upside down. I always get a laugh when I tell people that, look, I'm defying gravity. My earrings are not even falling the other way. And this is actually for live streaming to people in Australia, the land down under. I digress. I'm being silly. So magic friendly little button, right? That's your gear icon. And to get out of here, do you see? It's on my white top. Like, hold them on, hold the horses. It's the little icon to the left of the start live video. If I just tap it, all the gears and tools down there will disappear. But to bring it back, tap that little guy. Okay, so coming along here, you've got on the star, those are just filters. You can put fancy things on the screen if you want. There's so many things in here. There's crazy ones, there's silly ones. There's ones you've used recently is the little clock icon. Little mask icon is ones that actually, go on your face. I rarely use them on Facebook. They're not that great. They're much, much better on Instagram, except we wouldn't mind a little crown. We'll just leave that on there. Why not? Then this one is kind of effects, and it takes the crown off. And again, these are just for fun. I don't know. If you find something in here that you really like, go for it. But otherwise, generally speaking, they're not worth bothering with. To get them off, tap that no sign. Then you do have the little writing. I don't know. You might have a use for this at some point. Let me just select the blue. I can select the size. You see my little cursor? And I can draw on my screen. Now, if I were to broadcast right now, it'd be like broadcasting through my little blue heart here. And you're like, what if I don't want that? Then the little trash can. You see the wee trash can icon there? We're going to tap that and get rid of it. So lots and lots of things, all kinds of doodads and toys and bells and whistles that you can play with even before you've hit the start live button, right? So I've showed you everything you need to know about doing a live. What I'm actually going to do is come out of there, discard that, because I'm going to go and find my private group. And again, whether you choose to do those lives to only me, be only you, or you have, what I've done is I have a secret group, and you can have only you in the group, or you could have you and a friend or colleague or something like that. And in that way you can actually stream live into the group. So let me bring that group up, and then I'm literally going to do a real stream. Yeah, it's called Mari Private Test Group for live, etc. Okay, let me bring that guy up. Now Christopher's in that group, so hopefully you won't go, oh, Mari's live right now. Do you see that? So it's just a private group with 2 people in it, and you've got all the features in here. And I'm, previously I was recording something back in November when I just stream. Sometimes I'll just stream live just for the heck of it. But then now Ecamm has this ability to record straight to your computer without having to stream it live. So it's going to be the exact same camera. What I've done here is I've gone to my group. I'm going to hit the It's going to be the exact same camera. What I've done here is I've gone to my group. I'm going to hit the live. Everything is identical. The only difference, of course, is at the top where it says, where am I streaming, right? The privacy. Up here. It says members of, Mari, then it shortens, scrunches it up. So I'm going to do, this is me doing a demo. And I think that's all I'm going to do there. Like I say, you've got all these little features and whatnots. Tap that little down guy and it brings it down. So yeah, I think we're golden there. And then actually hold on a second, because what I will do is I'll show you on desktop. Because sometimes I suppose if you happen to be in front of your computer, then I don't know that you would be streaming on your phone and then looking at it on your computer, but you might be. So just for the heck of it, I might show you that if it makes any sense. So here we go. Bring my phone back out. And on the next video, when I show you Ecamm, you'll see how you pressing all these buttons and, can I do that? Yep, I'll show you. It's going to be real easy. All right, here we go. Start live video because we want to see what does this actually look like. It will take a second. It's checking the connection, and usually I've already been on Facebook for more than 45 minutes. Thank you, reminder, for coming up right there. So see how we're here already. Now you've got the bar down there did change, but we do have our magic little wand icon, right? I'll do that again. You see it, the second one in, down the bottom, wand icon. You can see that, yep. And there would be my flip, right? So if I was doing this real time and yeah, you guys check this book out. Oh, hang on. Dude, yeah, this is a great book. Get yourself adjusted to the way that you need to hold the camera and whatnot and the phone and flip it and change it back or not while you're doing your own broadcast. Not super critical. And then, flipping, easy peasy. Double tap, or you can do, it's just easier to double tap, right? It's a magic little thing you wouldn't even necessarily know about. A couple other things here. I think that's to invite, guest requests. Okay, so this would be a good one here that, let's say we had some people tuning in right here, and you could real time decide you're going to allow a guest to join you. Now, you still get to say, it's not like they're all of a sudden going to barge into your live. They're actually going to have to request and then you confirm it. But that actually automatically is toggled off, which is kind of cool. You don't want people just button in. And this actually slides along. So if you have any I think that's comments. Oh, that's right, a comment. Testing. So I'll do this and I'll do this. And then I'm going to go and quickly hit refresh so we can see my group. And you should see it live right here. If I share me and my Chrome. There we are. And I'm going to go and quickly. Now, and then of course this is me, so I'm not going to be. Not a very flattering angle. Okay, so let me bring that back up and good, because now this is what I wanted to show you is you can see as the comments come in. Again, if you've never done this, you can see them coming up real time, right? And it has the little red live. That's actually showing me that's the person who's live right now. So if there's other people who are in there, it would come up. Now you can, I think you can, yeah, and you can also long press. If there's a comment there, let's say you made a comment and it has a particular call to action, something you want your viewers to do, right? To check something out. And you see what I did there on the phone. There's places you can do it on the other apps and on desktop and Ecamm and so on, but we could pin that comment, right? And it shows you which one is pinned, okay? So I think that's about all you need to know in here. It's pretty straightforward. If the comments are coming in rapidly, they don't scroll all the way up the screen, they just go halfway. Also, you can slide them off. Magic little trick. Let's say they're really distracting and your like head is spinning. You just do swipe right and now you have a nice clear screen to broadcast. You want to bring the comments back, you just swipe left. Okay? Easy peasy. So no excuses. You can get going with your phones. You got everything you need here. I've given you lots of little tips and it's pretty straightforward. Okay. Now, oh, I just realized there's going to be one thing a lot of people have asked me. What about streaming vertically versus horizontally? Like if I flip my phone, I think, yeah, Facebook literally tells me, see that on the screen there? Rotate your phone. Now, it did tell me rotate your phone, but I'm going to go check and let's just see. Yeah, because this is what happens. How many times have you seen somebody streaming like this? They think they're landscape because they're holding their phone landscape, but they're actually streaming tilted. So bring my phone back. And even though like Facebook gave me, you saw Facebook give me a little warning, but it's still, the warning went away and it still let me keep streaming. And all the while I might be thinking, it's still, the warning went away and it still let me keep streaming. And all the while I might be thinking I'm streaming landscape because I tip my phone, but you can't tip midstream. So let's finish out of here. Let's go bing, and that's it. And now a couple of options here, since it's on the screen, is it will actually say, make sure you can see it on the screen, post your video to the group, because you could decide to uncheck that and that you were only wanting to be live while you're live and you don't want it actually there. I don't know why you'd want to do that. I also always recommend upload in HD unless you're like on limited data and you don't have Wi-Fi or whatever the case may be, but I would always make sure that upload in HD is checked. You could save it if you wanted to. I mean, if you want to save it to your phone camera roll and repurpose it elsewhere, it just makes it easier than having to download it again from Facebook. All right, so with that, I am going to hit share and it's going to automatically do its little upload to that group and it's going to be there in HD. It says we'll let you know when your video is ready. Now then, let's do that whole demo again in landscape. And this would be identical if we went on our page. While that's doing its thing, I'm just going to come over here. Well, it doesn't matter if it's doing its thing or not. To the Creator Studio app, okay? Just in case you wanted to use that. You're like, well, where do I go live? You got all these different things. It might even be a little thing up here, or easiest peasiest way, top right is to create a new post and one of them being live. And voila, look at that, exact same camera. The default public, of course, a default privacy setting is for pages is always going to be public. Okay, but the double tap to switch works the same. Your little wand with your little flip is absolutely, it's all identical. It's the exact same camera. They call it a camera, right? It's all the same stuff in here. Oh, I didn't go through some of these. On the page, if you have stars, I don't know. I have stars. I'm not a big fan of stars. It's basically your fans can give you like tip money, but Facebook keeps like 50% of it. You could do a fundraiser here, which is absolutely a good thing to do. Find your nonprofit in there and do a fundraiser. Otherwise, you got all these silly masks, and I don't know. Sometimes I do them, but they have to be in the right mood. So that's that. I'm going to come out of there. I'm not going to do a test on my page right now. Let's come out of there and go back over to, actually, let's do it again in that group. Let me find that group and bring it back. Okay. So with, and this is a question that people ask me almost all the time, I see it regularly, is how do I do a live on landscape? And you just saw there that we can't do it while we are actually streaming. Okay, so now then, no, this is going to look odd because now my whole phone's taking up this Ecamm screen, but that's okay. Actually, you can write this way, test landscape, and anything else you want to do settings wise, but right now we're in the private group. Okay, now you must flip before you go live. I'm just going to have to do that little icon next to the start live, pull back my keyboard, turn it. Now, frame myself. Now hit the live, and hopefully, if this works, we will do a little refresh in the Chrome. We'll do a little share over there. And let's see if it's streaming yet. And I'm streaming to the right place. This is the one I just did a minute ago. Let's see if it's caught up. And it is. Perfect. Perfect. Love it when it works. Okay, friends? We will. So that is the secret. And it is. To doing landscape. You have to start in landscape. You can't start in portrait and then tip your phone. Now, just for the heck of it, watch what happens if we go, and this is me still on the phone landscape. I'm going to tip it portrait. You see? You can't turn your phone while recording, and it's amazing how, but that'll go away in a second. And now I think, oh, okay, yeah. Facebook just, now I'm still streaming. I'm still streaming though. It's letting me stream, but now the other way, right? So anyway, all right, friends. So that's it. That's the magic trick. If you want to do landscape, start landscape. You want to do portrait, start portrait. All right, we're going to finish out of here. Get rid of that. Zip, zip, zip. Ding. And we're done. Come back on my camera. And I don't really need to do this. I guess I'll share it just for purposes of the demo. That's that. Shoo! I know, I said I was going to keep it simple, but I really wanted to make sure that you knew about all of the settings inside of the Facebook Live quote camera that's on the mobile device. And just as a quick recap on my slides here, your main Facebook app, which is the one I was using the whole time there, that's where you're going to go live on your page, your profile, your groups, your events. And I would navigate to the destination first, then just hit the live button. Or you can experiment with the Creator Studio app, and it's quite interesting. And for those of you who are streaming on your phone and you're like, I really, really want to use Creator Studio app, go for it. And I'd be very interested to see if that affects your reach, because it might, and if it does, it gives you possibly, perhaps, a little bit more reach, then use Creator Studio. For those of you who are going to experiment with Switcher Studio on the iOS, up to 9 devices, iPads, then go for it. You've got all of that there. Shoo! So that was everything you need to know about mobile. If I forgot anything, if you've got questions, of course, let me know. And now we're going to switch gears. The big doozy topic. Streaming from desktop. And I know there's a million options, but I'm only going to show you Ecamm and Zoom. All right. And how to schedule. Oh, and Live Producer. All right. That's 4 things. We'll see you in the next video. Don't go anywhere. Got questions? Pop them below. Post them in the group. We're here to serve. Okie dokie.
So hi, Jimmy.
Hey, Ruthie.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. A lot of content there.
Yeah. Well, people can replay it. That's so I did it in segments. So hopefully, they will do that. Because I watched it a couple times, and the second time I watched it, I learned a little more than I did the first time, because your brain has to absorb all this stuff. Yeah,
Right.
you're ready. Are you ready for Buffini today?
I am. I'm excited about it.
Yeah. So we have Buffini today, and Monday we have the ethics class from 2 to 5, and they can sign up at be.vegas, and it's going to be a great class, lots of information, and you always refresh your classes. So if you want to take this as ethics or general, you can, right?
Right. That's correct. Yeah. If they already have their ethics, they can count as 3 live room, live general classes. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're 0.98 months of inventory, and we're 523 homes ahead of last January, and we're $730 million in volume ahead of last January. So we're starting the year off with a bang for
No
sure.
kidding. Unbelievable. Really. Because last January we weren't locked down. So this is really a January to a January, measure.
Yeah, very good point. Yeah, in lockdown. Yeah. I talked to a California broker yesterday, and he said that from Los Angeles, 20,000 businesses are out of business there forever because of the lockdown. So it has some serious ramifications
Yeah.
for so many people and all those employees. And what he said is a lot of the, or not a lot, some of those businesses after they shut down got burned down.
Wow.
Yeah, looters.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing.
It is. It is.
And so many more people are moving here. I mean, it's just amazing. Anyway, and I have some people that I've talked to that are leaving Vegas too. Yeah. Yeah.
To go where?
Because they're worried that the California people are going to bring their California stuff to Vegas, and they're going to Florida. Yeah, going to Florida.
Really? I've been to Florida. I don't think it's an answer. I don't think that's a good answer to leave Vegas to go to Florida. I don't think that's a good response.
Well, Jimmy, I will see you at 2:00. I am going to wrap it up.
Okay.
And good to see you. And I'll see you in a couple hours.
Okay,
And everybody,
I'll be there. Thanks.
I'll see you all tomorrow. And if I don't see you this afternoon at Buffini, and tomorrow morning we have Max and show number 436. So see you all then. I love you all. Bye, Jimmy.